Hello everybody, it is Danlags, and welcome back to episode number 114 of Constructing Los Angeles. It's crazy how many numbers I have to say. 114, that's nuts. Anyway guys, welcome back to the city today. We're ready to continue building. I'm over here by the hospital, and I think I've decided today that I'm going to continue working on the hospital a little bit. It's been too long since I worked on it. It's kind of just been sitting here, and it's kind of been frustrating having all these like open projects, you know, kind of sitting around. So I'm gonna work on the hospital in a little bit. But first, I'm gonna show you guys some updates. Got a couple of things to show you guys. I think I do at least. Let me fly around real quick. Over here is one thing that I wanted to show you guys that I haven't shown. I totally forgot to show this in the update video, the recap. This tunnel right here that we made a while ago, the entrance to it at least, we made this on like episode like 90 or something like that. This actually has a tunnel. This actually runs all the way down. It connects out to the desert. So if you just follow it all the way down, you got a little drop off right here. It's dark in here, but hopefully you guys can at least see a little bit of it. And then it goes over here, it goes right back up, and then out into the ocean on the other side of the desert. So I did manage to connect it. I did that a few weeks ago. I just never got around to showing you guys that. I mean, it's really subtle and it's not really exciting or anything like that, but nevertheless, it is still there, so it makes a little bit of sense. Also, another thing I did was I changed some things on the Tudor style house. I changed the cobblestone back to bricks. A lot of people in the comments were saying that I should change it back to bricks. You know, I don't hate it. I prefer the cobble. I think the main reason why I changed it to cobble is because it simply looked better in the city texture pack. You know, if I was building on a texture pack that bricks looked better, I would definitely keep it as bricks. It's not like I didn't like the bricks. It's just they don't look good in this texture pack. They got a weird orangey color that I just don't like. So I did change the bricks all the way around. I put that back so it was more like the original build. A lot of people said I should have done that. And then as far as the interior is concerned, I did get rid of it. It was very quartzy, which I didn't mind that. That was kind of my goal, to kind of make it a little bit more upgraded on the interior, make it a little bit more sleek. But I did switch out all of the quartz pillar blocks for you know, just regular wood blocks, just to give it a little bit more of a rustic look on the interior, so it matches the exterior of the building. So that's what I did there. Again, some subtle changes. I didn't change any of the structure of the building because I was really happy with the way that turned out, but just replaced a few blocks just from what you guys said in the comments. So let's go ahead and fly back over to the hospital, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of building today. So I'll get to the question of the day in a second. No, I'm not going to forget about it. What else did I do? I feel like I've done another thing on the city since the last episode that I'm not thinking about. I did add a droopy tree right here. It's been a while since I said that. And I made this one out of, what's this stuff called? Birch wood instead. I don't know. Just felt like using the zebra wood. So let's go back over here. Alright, so hospital, right? You might be wondering what all these quartz pillars are. Basically, what I'm going to be doing here is... What does this sign say? Hospital? Is there two signs in the same plot that say hospital? Okay. That was not intentional. So what I want to do here, right, is I want to open up a space right here. And this is going to be an entrance to a parking garage that is above ground. So hospitals need a lot of parking. You know, you have a lot of visitors and a lot of, you know, emergency visitors that you don't expect. And, you know, you have to be able to get in quick. So we have this little road here for this is the emergency room entrance right here. So we have that, which is good. That makes sense. Right here is actually going to be a below ground parking garage that I haven't worked on yet, and I probably won't work on for a while because it's something that I just don't really want to do because it's going to be really boring. But eventually I will do that. So we'll have a below the ground parking garage as well as an above ground parking garage just on one level in here, and then above that we're going to have more rooms for the, you know, the hospital patients. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. So first thing I need to do is take some pillared quartz up and just kind of continuing the theme of the build. So how's everybody doing? Thank you for tuning in to CLD 114. I have a couple of projects kind of, you know, intact right now. I've been doing a little bit of work to the stadium, so hopefully that'll, you know, be an episode soon. I need to do a few things before I like start building it on episode. And then I have a few other things that I'm working on here in the world that and I need to finish before we can, you know, really talk about them in further detail. But no, everything's going good. I'm trying my best to do as much as I can in the little time I have to play as of late. I've been swamped with homework, so it's been unreal. All right. So we're going to take this across here. And basically, you know, this here is kind of like a refined version of this over here. So I really like that pattern, that kind of the mix between the wood and the clay, or why am I calling it clay? And the wool, wood and wool. So just replace the L and the D. Ha, LD. And we got glass as well. And I kind of just made it a little bit smaller, kind of put it in between these pillars, and I think that actually looks really good. So I'm gonna roll with it. All right, so it's a little bit tricky because I have to kind of take these pillars up as well here. So how far do these go? To like there, I guess. That seems good. Okay, so we're gonna take this across. All right, so I guess while we're doing this, we might as well get to the question of the day. You know, why not? Better now than never. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the question of the day is, when LD is finished, are you going to build your next city on Xbox One? And he actually put Dangeles City in the in quotations, or sorry, in parentheses. I don't know why I said quotations. So you know, that's an interesting question. I liked this question because of the Dangeles City thing. I've always find it funny that, you know, people send me puns for, like, you know, a potential city name, like, based off of my name. I'm blessed with a name, you know, I've talked about this before, that is really good for Minecraft puns. You know, Los Dangeles, Danville, Dangeles City. There's plenty. Dan Hatton, Vancouver, Danida. We got Dan Diego, Dan Francisco, San Dancisco. Of course, Los Angeles is the best, but you know, it's just fun. You know, it's just that's fun coming up with stuff like that. But as far as answering the question, will I build my next city on Xbox One? You know, I don't even know if there's gonna be a next city, you know, right away. You guys gotta cool your jets a little bit on that one. You know, I'm not even done with this city yet. You know, I'm not even thinking about anything else but this city at this point. You know, I can't even fathom building another city after this. And if I was gonna build another city after this, I would make it like a subscriber city where, like, I'd have you guys, like, I would make like a community world on Xbox One where you guys can come on and build and, you know, make a city that way, because, you know, building a city by myself is way too much work. But hopefully one day there will be some sort of, you know, improved multiplayer system on next generation consoles that will allow us to do some sort of server like, you know, Minecraft on console, which would be amazing. So we can, you know, me, you know, being a YouTuber, you know, that kind of thing would be awesome for me, because I can, you know, make my own server here on Xbox One, or on Xbox One, and, you know, be able to play with you guys and not have to worry about lag or, you know, being on the world and having to invite and re-invite people that lag out constantly like I have to do now on Xbox 360. So that would be awesome. You know, we don't know anything about that. None of that has even been talked about, so it seems unlikely. It would be really awesome. But, you know, that's really the only way I'm going to build another city in the foreseeable future. I'm focused on finishing this city, and obviously that was part of the question, when LD is finished. But, yeah, I love the puns that you guys send me. That's really awesome, and I think it's a good laugh. But as far as another city goes, that's just... Oh man, I can't even fathom that right now. I'm just enthralled in this city right now. So, thank you very much for the question. Of course, if you guys want to leave your question of the day suggestions, feel free to do that on either Twitter or the comment section of this video or any episode of Los Dangeles. I prefer Twitter, actually. Like, you know, you're gonna have a lot better chance of you know, getting your question on the next episode if you send it to me on Twitter. It's a lot easier for me to find, and it's more convenient for me. Of course, it doesn't matter, because whatever is more convenient for you is what you should do. So if it's more convenient for you to write a comment on this video with your question, by all means. But if you want to go on Twitter, then you probably have a better chance of it getting answered. So that is that. Again, thank you guys for the continued good questions. It's very easy for me to find a good question. You know, all I have to do is just, you know, either check Twitter. You know, I'll find, you know, someone will send me to it throughout, like, the few days in between episodes, and makes it really easy for me, because, you know, they just send it right to me and I can read it and then, you know, save it. Or, you know, I have to go through the comments and find one. But it's really not that hard to find one through the comments. You know, I haven't had that issue, like, trying to find a really good question in the comments. You guys have been really good with that, so I appreciate it. All right, so we need to sleep here because we're, you know, we're running out of daylight here. So that's kind of like what it's doing right now, and that's obviously going to go all the way down. So, you know what I might do, guys? I might cut the video and just finish it, take it all the way down. That way, but you guys kind of get an idea of what I've been doing, right? Just kind of following the pattern. So I'll just do the rest of the way up to the corner, and then we'll go from there. So guys, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I went ahead and filled them all in, so that's what it's looking like. I think that looks pretty good. There needs to be a little bit more of a layer here, just so it's not as, you know, small down there, but that'll be fine. So basically the idea is that this is going to be a floor kind of running all the way through here, and then we'll just have one level of parking garage. We'll have an elevator over there somewhere that will take you up to the floors. And basically this wing of the hospital is just going to be more, you know, patient rooms, I guess, where, you know, people will stay at the hospital. So that's the plan for this area. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it like 3 floors. I actually don't mind 2 like that. I think that's like totally fine. I don't really think there's a need for a 3rd floor. Seems like plenty. Especially over here since, you know, it's not going to be any taller than this over here. So I think that's fine. So now what I want to do is kind of turn it a little bit, and we're going to make the design a little bit different over here. Not a whole lot different, but just a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Alright, so I'm going to take this across here, just keep on taking this block across for now. Alright, so let's see, how far do I want to take this? I guess to here, and then it's going to turn to the back. I might, actually, this might bonk into, no, I don't think it will. I think it'll be alright. These all these buildings are getting kind of you know, tight together, I guess. So, all right. How am I doing this again? Okay, yeah. I gotta take it here, like this, and this is gonna run all the way down. I need to take this pillar up as well. All right. So like when I guess once this area is done, you know, I can start to close off this part of the hospital. Kind of put the roof in or something on this side. Again, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the roof on that side, but I'll figure it out. And this is just one of those like ongoing projects that I just want to kind of finish up, so don't have to worry about it. Don't have to fly over to this area of the map and look at it and be like shaking my head, you know. All right, so we're gonna take this out here. What else? We're gonna take this and break that. All right, so we're gonna take this across here. And guys, one thing I wanted to say. Normally we do question and answer videos on the 5s for Los Dangeles, and next episode just so happens to be episode 115, so we actually won't be doing one for next episode. I've decided that I'm going to kind of, you know, axe that idea now. I think just because we're doing question of the day, I feel like we don't need to do a whole separate Q&A video. Since we're doing question of the day, you know, that you think about it, that's 10 questions answered per, you know, whatever, 10 videos, which is in between the question and A's that way they were normally. So if you think about it, you know, we're kind of just like stretching one question and A video out over like 10 videos. So that was something that I liked to do back in the past, but you know, we made some improvements to the series, so we're not doing that anymore, which is fine, no big deal. You know, I try to answer as many questions as I can during the other episodes, you know, question of the day and all that stuff. All right. So let's take this up here, and then we're gonna place that there. All right. So I was thinking about, you know, see that I'm eventually gonna put a hill in over there, you know, because those houses are gonna get knocked down, and I might put like a windmill on the top of that hill, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. I was thinking of some cool ideas, like once I get that hill put in, which is gonna take a while to put the hill in because it's a hill, but whatever. Okay. So, what I want to do is I want to take this out 3 on, oh, well, actually just 2. So now it's kind of like a corner. Take this out 2 as well. And then we're going to have the pillared quartz block. So it's kind of be like a mirror of the other side of the other turn. And then we're going to add something totally different on the next one. Okay. So take this up like that. And how's that looking? That looks good. I just need to add some small details. These little, I don't know what to call these, little shutter, not shutters, they're not shutters, I don't know, awning, window awning or something like that. That's what those are, just to add a little bit more detail. Okay, and so those are kind of mirrored now, right, which is perfect. And then what we're going to do is, for this one, I just want to add glass, 100% glass. So, I'm going to take this across here, and then I'm going to just make glass. And, you know, glass is something that, you know, I like to use since, you know, it's a good block to use, right? It's transparent. Everybody loves glass. The only thing is, it's just like, they made it weird. Like, you know, it used to be okay because you couldn't see other glass blocks when you're looking through a glass block. If that makes any sense. I think you guys know what I mean. And they made that subtle patch to the game, so it looks like you can see every single glass block now, and I just don't like that. It just makes it looks all like webby and ugh. I wish they didn't do that. Obviously, I'm still going to use glass, but I wish they would not have done that. So, whatever. You can't change the mind of the developers. It's not like that on PC, I don't think. I got to double check. I don't think it is. So, we have a big glass window there, which is awesome. Again, you know, not as awesome as it could be, but awesome nevertheless. And what next? We need to... Should we do another one there, or should we not do another one there? I'm thinking that I might make this one a little bit taller maybe, or just have some sort of distinguishing feature to it, because it's really just like the same thing except with glass. And of course I'm gonna have let me show you guys. I'm gonna break this, and we're gonna have this run all the way down. I left a little bit of space on this side of the pillars so we could continue that little mini tree pattern running all the way down the side of this road, which is, you know, the more color we add to the city, the better. So if I take this all the way down to like here, and how far does this go to the other side if I were to come over here? 3 blocks away. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Alright. Well, actually, I think we should just do however far it is in between. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. Okay. So let's get out the blocks here, and let's just kind of pattern it out here. So we got 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna have to figure out what I want to do with the rest of that. I just don't want it to be too bland, you know what I mean? I'm just always trying to find ways to make things more detailed than they need to be. Alright, so 4 and 5, and then we're gonna place this in here, take this around. This is just a good way to just add a little bit of, you know, atmosphere to the street. Just a little bit more color, a little bit more light. And obviously I'll add street lights in front of that as well at a later point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more, and then here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's good. We can just stop it right there. So we'll just fill this in. And then we can, you know, I'll add the little trees later, and obviously I'll light them as well. I'll light the redstone. We can go under here and do that. The question is, do I actually... What I'll need for this is a block and just, yeah, pretty much redstone. Okay. So, there. Okay. So just gotta make sure I put it underneath of each one. Cool. Right here. We're in the behind the scenes of Los Angeles. Oops. Okay, that still worked. Behind the scenes of Los Angeles. We're underneath of the wasteland. Alright. Just keep on going here. So 2 down, and then we'll break that and go like, whoops. Didn't realize how many of these there were that aren't lit. It's crazy. Okay, we got, what the heck? Oh, I broke that block. I thought it like lit itself. I was like, what's going on? Alright, one more, I think. Is this the last one? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. Alright, so we can emerge from the ground, and let's go like that. I can place that there. How's that looking? Nice. Okay, so we're gonna have those little trees kind of running through there, and actually in between the trees, we're gonna have these little stone brick benches here, just because we need them. We don't need them, but we got them. Okay. So we're gonna place this here. And guys, one update on the plaza. I'm still working out a like a design for like a sculpture in the middle of the plaza. Oh crap, is this one only 4? Boo. Dan making mistakes. Mistakes were made. Okay, that's kind of an issue. Let's just go like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna be here. Okay, hold on. Let's fly to the other side just to make sure. How many is it? 1 block away from here, and then 3. All right. Well, let's just hope that that's good enough. Okay, so this is 1 block. So that's now a lot more than 1. It's gonna be a little bit of a tweener here, unfortunately. It's just how the blocks lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, oh well. It's a little bit of a tweener, so I could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would go there. That's too much space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh well. So we're gonna have a little bit of a tweener here. No big deal. We can put something there. Maybe like a little one of those like carts that have like food in them, food cart or whatever. That'd be pretty cool actually. I haven't had any of those in the city yet. I wonder if you could even make that. I wonder if I could come up with a design for that. That would actually be pretty cool. All right. So now what? What do we got to do now? So we got to continue this. As far as a kind of a separation between, let's think about this for a second. I'm thinking about some glass panes possibly. Just as kind of like a railing for the parking garage. Now I'm thinking either glass panes or anvils. I don't want to overuse anvils. I haven't used glass panes in a while, so maybe we'll just go with some glass panes. I would use like, what are they called? I would use, what are they? Darn it, what are those things called? Iron bars. Could not think of what those are called. It's probably because I haven't used them in a long time. So let's just say in theory this is our little railing here. And then I'm going to have a big parking lot on the inside in here, which is going to be awesome. So we got to sleep again, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. And then we'll do a couple more quick housekeeping things, and then we will close out today's video. Yeah, but I think I have kind of like a basis of how I want to lay out this build. So I think overall, you know, this is good. I'm going to be able to finish this hospital now that I have kind of like a plan for it. So, but as far as like a floor plan goes, let me look at this real quick. Let's get out some blocks here, some blockies. Need some light gray wool. So this is gonna be the flooring, kind of running through here. So that actually does line up, which is good. So that'll be the flooring. I might not make this light gray wool. This might be I might make the floor a different color. But if I have to do that, then I'm gonna have to lower this one level. So let's say I get out some pillared quartz blocks here and run them through. We'll do the same thing on the other side to see how that looks. Controller, stop doing that. And then we can just add a little bit of support to it and we'll be good to go. Alright, so take this across here. How much further do we have left to go? I should put some swiftness on. This is like watching paint dry. There we go. So that's added a little bit of reinforcement down there, and then we can maybe do something like this. Where's the middle? That's 2 blocks away from there and there. So I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or a bad idea. This is a spur of the moment thing. Oops. And then there as well. Is that a good idea for all of them? Just to have like a little support. Actually, I don't mind that. I think it could be better though. Let's push it back one even, so it's not like right on the edge. And what if we even, let's see, what if I did it here instead, just so it's got a little bit, they're separate but still provide a little bit of support. Yeah, that's probably better. Oh yeah, it's subtle, it doesn't like pop out, but you know, it works. So I'll do that going all the way across, guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It has been Dangeles. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section on this video or on Twitter. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.